August 5th, 2024. Dhaka, Bangladesh. Protesters flee a barrage of bullets. But one man continues to film. In this neighborhood of Jattabari, police fire indiscriminately, killing at least 52 people and injuring countless others. With unseen footage, accounts from police and protesters, and documents, we uncover what happened and who was responsible. After weeks of bloodshed across Bangladesh, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina flees. For 15 years, Bangladesh was ruled by Sheikh Hasina and her Awami League Party. Bangladesh
always maintain the human rights. To me, human rights means their security, their right to food, right to vote, right to live, everything we maintain.
Over the years, Hasina's regime had become increasingly corrupt and authoritarian. Opponents were jailed. Many were tortured. And in July 2024, protests ignited across the country after the reinstatement of Bangladesh's quota system, a law that limited access to government jobs. About 30%
of jobs were set aside for the families of veterans who fought in the country's War of Independence.
One incident on 16th July transforms these protests into a revolution. At the forefront stands 23-year-old Abu Said, a lone student facing a mass of officers. He is struck repeatedly by shotguns loaded with lethal metal pellets. Abu Said dies before we can reach the hospital. News of Abu Said's killing goes viral. And that evening, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina addresses the nation.
এই আন্দোলনের শুরু থেকেই সরকার যথেষ্ট ধৈর্য ও সহনশীলতা প্রদর্শন করেছে। বরং আন্দোলনকারীদের নিরাপত্তা নিশ্চিত করার ক্ষেত্রে পুলিশ সহযোগিতা করে। তবে আন্দোলনরত কোমলমতি ছাত্রছাত্রীদের নিরাপত্তা নিয়ে অত্যন্ত উদ্বিগ্ন।
Hasina issues an order. Police and security forces are to use lethal force. This leaked recording, which has been verified by BBCI, shows her directing the security response. One key flashpoint is Jattabari, a critical junction connecting the capital Dhaka with the port city of Chattogram, a vital supply route. At this intersection is a heavily guarded police station, responsible for maintaining order on the highway. The police and army dispersed crowds on Jattabari Highway as part of a major operation on 20th July. And one notorious incident is captured on camera. Imam Hassan Taim, a 19-year-old student, is near a tea shop on the highway when he is beaten and shot by police. His friend tries to get him to safety, but police continue firing. Later that day, he dies.
Among those protesting are two friends from Jatubari, Shawan and Miraj.
For the next 2 weeks, protesters continue to grow in number as clashes with the police become increasingly violent. By August 4th, it was clear the crackdown had failed. Thousands were on the streets, and protesters had called for an even larger march for Dhaka on the 5th. The army and border guard Bangladesh make plans to seal off central Dhaka, blocking all entry points. The police are ordered to stop the march by any means necessary. Miraj and Shawan joined thousands of protesters determined to reach the Prime Minister's residence to demand her resignation. What happens next leads to one of the worst incidents of police violence in Bangladesh's history. We've gathered and analyzed hundreds of videos, photographs, and eyewitness accounts to build a detailed picture of what happens.
ভাই পুলিশ ঠিক আছে একটা মানুষের সামনে আগাইতেছে না এখানকার যেমনে পারে সামনে গুলি করতেছে এই যে ছাদ থেকে গুলি করতেছে অবস্থা পুরো একদম খারাপ
ছাত্ররা আন্দোলন করতেছে এখানে বাট আন্দোলন করতেছে আমরা এখানে বসাই দেখতেছি অনেক গ্যাঞ্জাম হয়েছে মানে অনেক লক্ষ লক্ষ মানুষ এখানে
Undeterred by the live fire, the crowd pushes forward and eventually breaks through. As the crowd moves along the highway towards the police station, the police open fire.
এটা হচ্ছে যাত্রাবাড়ি হাইওয়ে পুলিশ ইচ্ছা মতো গুলি করতেছে যে দেখতেই পাচ্ছেন এই যে স্নাইপারের আওয়াজ ঠিক আছে
At 1:55 p.m., police charge out of the station. Forcing protesters back down the highway. Protesters are pushed back. The army arrives and stands guard between them and the police. The army tells Sheikh Hasina that they can't prevent protesters from reaching her residence. And at 2:25 p.m., she escapes by helicopter to a military airport. Around the same time, army vehicles stop pulling out of the area, but troops are still stationed outside the police station. Miraj and Shawan move toward the station.
আমি তো উঠে দিছি দৌড়
But Miraj stays and carries on filming. He captures army soldiers abandoning the police station. Seconds after the army withdraws, at 2:43 p.m., the police open fire again. In the chaos, Shawan and Miraj are separated. Shawan was unaware that Miraj remained outside the police station. Miraj continued filming, his final moments captured on his own camera.
Breaking news that we're getting from Bangladesh. We are hearing that the Bangladesh Prime Minister has resigned and left the country.
But for those still out on the streets, the horror continues. Half an hour after the first shots are fired, police are still shooting.
গুলি আর গুলি করতেছে, বাট এখন আর ভয় পাওয়ার সময় নেই।
At 3:27 p.m., police retreat to a temporary army barracks. Others escape in civilian clothes. Some officers at the police station are trapped inside, as protesters break into the building, setting it on fire and killing at least 6 officers. We spoke to 2 policemen who were there. They were too afraid to speak openly.
যখনই আর্মি চলে গেছে তখনই বুঝছি এখানে আর বাঁচার আর সুযোগ নেই। হ্যাঁ, আমরা বলছিলাম যে সাহায্য পাঠান, নাহলে বাঁচা সম্ভব না, কিন্তু কোনো সাহায্য আসেনি।
Videos show the army standing by as the shooting continued.
আপনারা কিছু বলেন স্যার, আমরা গুলি করব কেন? আপনাদের চোখের সামনে কতটি মানুষ মারলো স্যার, এটা বলেন।
As chaos subsided, one question remained: who was responsible?